I have put some incense sticks in the Grand Exchange. Basically, what I didn't want to do was to do the full 1,000, and they didn't sell as well as what I'd hoped. So I've done 150, throw them in the Grand Exchange, and we'll see how they perform. Now, what I was doing was looking at seeing if there was any other money-making methods to pick up in the meantime, rather than just go back and finish off those rune arrowheads, because they are okay, and it's very, very AFK and a good way to train smithing, but I think I can find better. So what I did was price checked making rune bars, because I've got the level to make extra rune bars. I thought that'd be a good thing to look at, see if we can make some profit there. It was okay. I was only going to make roughly about 500 GP, maybe, no, it might have been a bit more than 500 GP. About a K per bar, which I'm only really going to max make 1,000 per hour, so yeah, I weren't too keen on that one. But one of the things which the wiki did mention was very good was oak shield bows, and I have no idea why. Actually, the rune bars as well would have been about 2 mil per hour because it's 2k bars. You can go to check the wiki. But anyway, so oak shield bows, and I was sat there thinking like there is no way that these actually sell. So what I've done, I've gone and checked the margin, and I'll show you guys the margin now. They were slow buying for 25k and instant sold for 16,203. So what I'm going to do now is just make a little test. Again, I've not done like loads, I've just done 70 quite quick. Again, I didn't think they'd sell anyway, but these might be worth just throwing on the Grand Exchange. It's a very, very slow sell. You can actually buy the shield bows themselves for quite a good price. So you could buy these for 600 GP for the actual shield bows. And again, I'm just going to throw one on the Grand Exchange to see what it does sell for. It might be a problem where like you don't have anyone buying, but yeah, 2.1k. But even at 2.1k, these are actually okay profit. You can buy these for 600 GP each, 800 GP for bowstring, and yeah, you can pretty much make about 700 GP per shield bow. But I think just for the pure meme factor, I bought 200 of these bows. I'm going to leave them in for that price, and if they sell, they do. And if not, we'll just sell them for mid-price and we'll get some cash. But again, this is why the wiki is always a guideline. Use it to check margins, use it to check prices, and you can actually make some decent profit off the back of it if you hit something. A lot of the money-making methods nowadays, you're just looking for something which is over in price and got some demand behind it. We've shown it multiple times in the other sort of accounts or money-making videos where, for an example, super attacks, for whatever reason, I've known super attacks, super strengths to be something like 10k over their mid-price just because there's some demand and low supply. Whatever reason, there's someone who's got a pretty high supply of oak shield bows. It's a very high price. We can try and do the same and try and just drop the price a little bit. So that's the plan. I'm going to fish these 200 bows. We're going to throw them on the Grand Exchange. I'll leave them to sell for that. It's nearly time to go and do those videos though. So it'll be a good time to jump off this account, and hopefully some of the items do sell. And then we can come back and then we can update on some things. From those incense sticks though, we got 42 fire making, 15 prayer, which I always forget that when you add the ashes onto the incense sticks, that actually gives you prayer XP as well. And we're just about to go and clock off at level 30 fletching, which is pretty decent actually. 30 fletching will give us, yeah, steel arrows. So if we wanted to bump that fletching up, I did talk about it earlier on, like maybe we spend a little bit of cash just training our skills a little bit, rather than just go straight for members. Just extends our little stay in free-to-play for a little bit longer, but we also go into members a lot better for it as well. And we don't have to waste our members' time training skills we can do in non-members. However, I'm going to leave it there. We'll come back later on and we'll see if these shield bows do actually in fact sell. If they do, it's going to be a massive bump and boost to the cash stack, and it's something we'll need just to finish off those members stuff as well. But yeah, we'll come back in a bit, we'll update you guys, and we'll see what's happened. So I have been working through some incense sticks. Again, pretty decent money, pretty AFK. So we are going to collect our spoils from there, over 111 mil. I'm just going to put this latest batch into the Grand Exchange to sell as well. Yeah, just sort of doing it time by time. They instant sold, which is interesting. Again, they're not fully sold, so I'll keep that price just so they go quick. But yeah, we've been doing that. I found the blue dyes were actually selling really high, so I went to go and made some, see if they're worthwhile, like I said, moneymaker. I need to price check a couple of things. One is some mithril arrowheads, see if they've gone back up in price, because that would really, really help if they did. I think this is a money-making method though. It's gone. Yeah, 50 GP, it is what it is. I'm going to cash out, I think, just get them gone. And also oak shield bow. I think this has also moved on as well. Didn't actually manage to get anything really more than 2 bows sold, so it was worth trying while we were there. We actually made some profit from the 8 bows as well, so I'll get those in the Grand Exchange and sold. But as we currently stand, we are at 121.9 mil, which, yeah, we are definitely close now. Just a few things to tick off. The bond price is currently sat at 125, so 3 mil. And to be fair for this, I would probably go and do something like hides. I'm going to put the shield bows in for their price. Take a little bit off. We'll make money with that. Again, that was actually a pretty decent money making method, buying the unfinished shield bows and then selling them for a high price. I'm going to sell these hopefully instantly. No. But I'll get these sold. We'll put an offer in for something like 20, 30k hides, get them tanned, and then that will pretty much be series complete. So yes, we are definitely getting there. Need to clean the bank up as well because there's a few items which have got a little bit of value to them as well. But yeah, we are pretty much there. I'm going to probably get rid of the arrowheads actually. These dice hopefully should sell pretty quick. But I'm going to go and have a look at Green Dragon Hide. What price is it going to be? 662, which is actually, that sounds cheap. Yeah, 836 is pretty high there. So if we can get that for a proper price, again, big margin there, 675 compared to 836. Yeah, we're definitely going to slow by that because that's just going to be a bit more profit for us as well. 688. We'll put an offer in 30k and then I'll get these all tanned tomorrow and then that'll pretty much be us done. But I'm going to finish the incense sticks, we'll do the other stuff and then I'll come back. But while we're here, we actually have access to our keys. They have come back. We are back with microtransactions, which I don't think is good. I think the game without microtransactions really was nice. It was almost like how RuneScape used to feel, but you didn't have to sort of work things around your daily spins and stuff like that. I think it was nice, but while it's here, we will use it. Some unstable proteins and stuff. Probably just leave in the bank because at the minute, 48 fire making, which is nice. We have some better incense sticks and also 25 prayer as well, another slice of ham. So yeah, the total levels with the incense sticks have been going up. And we'll just come back when I think it's time to finish up. I'll come back when the levers have bought and we've tanned them into hides and we can just round up the series and get it all completed. So we are back. We have now finished all of the incense sticks which we got, which I'm surprised actually I went through them all because stuff like that can be a little bit annoying, but it was nice in AFK to be fair. It wasn't like too intensive or too much of an issue. So I'm going to put these in for 14,888 and 11 selling the gun exchange. I am going to go and finish, well, start and finish all of these green dragon hides. Basically turning these into 30,000 green hide levers will basically get us over to where we need. We're currently at 121.8 mil, which I don't think is taken into account the price of this offer here because that should take us really close to the actual final goal. Withdrew from that, so we have done about 1,000 incense sticks, which again really good. Did it quite steady as well. Got level 50 fire making, which is nice. 50 fire making, 29 prayer. So we've got desert treasure, maples. We would have unlocked some more incense sticks as well, so that is very nice. So what I'm going to go and do is find someone who is willing to donate a portable crafter. It's probably going to take me about an hour and a half. I'm just going to tan all these green dragon hides, but that's pretty much going to be it. That's going to be wrapping the series up and we'll be done. So again, in terms of what we've done a little bit of smithing, we've done crafting, we've done fire making, magic with bones bananas, a little bit of fletching, not a lot of fletching, but I find that with the low level bows, they really do go up and spike at times as well. We were able to sell a couple of oak shield bows for like 15k, but again, you just got to keep testing those margins and seeing like what you can get for all the different things. Didn't do necromancy, but necromancy could have been like the solid 2.5 mil. But again, if I'm going to go and start in members, necromancy can definitely be something I fall back on because I think you can go past level 20 with the amount of rituals I'll probably do for like some starter cash. I will go past level 20 anyway, so non-members can be a little bit of a waste for like necromancy early money making. But yeah, I'm going to go and the main's going to just, donate some crafters just to get these cracked out. We'll come back towards the end. We'll come back when it's time to go sort everything on the Grand Exchange and we'll update to see if we've finally finished the bond. So here we go, about to get level 70 crafting. Now, I've got a little bit against one of the rules I've put in on this series is that I'm going to go past level 70 crafting. And you might say, why are you doing that? Well, basically, the prices of green dragon leather is 30 GP more than the actual dragon hide. So at the minute, dragon leather is cheap. So I'm actually going to make money making these dragonite bodies. You normally make money anyway, but for the price I currently bought them at, I'm going to be making about 2.5k per body. So for every 1,000 bodies I do, I'm going to be making roughly about 2.5 mil. And crafting is something that when we transition into members is going to be very heavily used to make that cash. If I get a couple more crafting levels while we make probably the best cash we can make at the minute, probably apart from doing more bones to bananas, then I may as well do it. Now, the reason why I'm not going to do bones to bananas is because I need a decent amount of bones. I've actually got time to play today. So I'm going to do the dragon hide bodies, and that just means we're going to be able to tick it off a little bit quicker. The reason why I'm doing bodies now is because if we go to the wealth evaluator, we are at 124.8 mil, which I think I'm only going to need to do 1.5k bodies to actually get to the final goal. So I won't actually get another level, I don't think. Let's just see what yes, I will get another level. So I'll probably get like a 72. From doing 1,000 green dragon hide bodies, I'll put it on the Grand Exchange, and I think then we're finally there where we can go and tick this series off. Okay, so we sold some stuff last night. So the green dragon hide, which we weren't going to use, is sold. We have managed to sell some MPS willow sticks, and also managed to sell some green dragon leather, which we had like extra last night for a much higher price than what was selling at the current time. So I'm going to try and get rid of these green dragon leather spare. I'm also going to get rid of the green dragon hide bodies. And then hopefully we are at a point then when we can start paying for the bonds. So if these both sell, that's another 10 mil onto the stack. And then I've just got a couple of items I need to just get rid of. Let's just get rid of these mithril arrow tips. They were good while they lasted. And to be fair, they were a big chunk of why we made what we did. So that's very nice. So I've got another 200 green dragon hide bodies to do. I'm just going to sell some other little bits as well in the bank, which I think will just add up a little bit over time as well. So actually I'm going to keep the flax. I think if I need to make like an extra mil or two, I'll just do the flax because yeah, really good way to go and do that. And the bronze hatchets, I wonder if they've gone back up. These were one of the big sort of methods to start with. We were able to sell these for about 10k, and they went for a long time. So 3.5k, to be fair, is actually not too bad at all for them. 2.9 like mid price is actually pretty good as well. So we'll sell the standard logs. Again, really good price, the logs, and definitely sort of a method I would encourage anyone to do to start with, because the fact that you can sort of train your woodcutting very early game for that kind of price is very good. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a problem because we want to sell these to get the cash. So how much does a green dragon hide body sell for? So 3983. Okay, well, we'll just get these sold. We're going to make a lot of profit with these anyway. 3983. Sell those. Just keep these dragon hides just for now. Sell those quick. We don't sell. Nice. Sell those quick. Yep, they'll go. Great. Headless arrows as well. 94 GP each. Actually, not a bad price for those at the minute. They're pretty good. Right. I need to go get the rune bars as well because we'll throw the rune bars on. Basically, what the plan will be then, we're just going to basically keep crafting the dragon hide bodies until we've made cash, because at the minute they're not selling for a price which is actually quite cheap for dragon leather. I might just stay on for a little bit longer today and we'll just see what we can get there. Currently 126.4 mil, which are all on the bar point. 188, that's only going to be about another like 2-ish mil. So yeah, I'm going to see what price the green dragon leather sells for. Again, we've still got like 200 bodies worth sat in the bank, so that's like another 800k. Sell those rune bars. Yeah, they've sold. Nice. And if I was to buy a green dragon leather, there it is. What does it buy for? 800 coins. Right, okay. Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll probably do like another half hour of crafting. Let's get level 70. Let's get to level 73. By that point, I'll definitely have enough. Yeah, we'll see where we currently are. But what I'll probably do then, if I put something like 5,000 in sell for 800 GP each, hopefully they can sell, and then we'll have somewhere to go after that. But we're pretty much there. So really happy to say we've got there. Again, these green dragon hide bodies have actually come through quite clutch. They've been very good. The fact we've been able to do it, and that's Fletcher, not Crafter. But I'll do this in the Grand Exchange. Probably going to be like another 15-20 minutes, and then we'll be done. We'll be able to go visit hands, see how much playing time we've done, so we can do the bond giveaway as well. And then yeah, we'll come back and update as soon as we are ready. So there we go with level 73 crafting. And if we just take all of these items out, I'm going to try and instant sell them and just see where we are in terms of the cash. The green dragon leather hasn't sold too quick, so I'm going to try and sell it for 715 altogether, and we'll see like what kind of cash we'll get from that. 715 for mil, and put it into the cash stack. And then the green dragon hide bodies we sold for 3,983 each. 3,983. We just sell those. That's going to bring us up to 123 mil. Now, currently the bond is a price of 123 mil. So let's see if we've got enough cash. We examine the money pouch. We actually might have enough cash. So let's go and try and see if we can buy the bond. So it's one. Yes, we do. So we could buy one of those and it's instant bought. So yeah, we've got a little bit of change from that as well. Bought for mid-price. There we go. We are done. Now, this has been the journey of free-to-play to a bond. I suppose we have to do a little bit of a wrap-up now, don't we? So that's caught me out. I thought I had to go and make a little bit more cash. In terms of what's left in my info and stuff, in my bank, again, all this stuff which we bought from Zap is going to be our starter cash. And when we get there, we've got a little bit of flax as well. The wealth evaluator says we've got 2.3 mil. Maybe? I don't know, actually. I didn't think we'd have that much. If we go in and just check all these items from Zap and see how much they've come in for. And again, like, we probably wouldn't have spent more than 100k, but probably not even like more than 15, 20k. And we've turned that into 1.3 mil to start the series off. But yeah, there we go. The bond has been achieved. A few things I'd like to say before we go through like the things which have helped us and stuff. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm really sorry that the back end of this series took a little bit longer to get out. Again, life kind of got in the way. We are going to do the members version of this just for one bond. So one bond is all we're going to do on members, but I'm going to show you guys how to sort of settle accounts into members, how to earn money for your next bond, and basically how to make your account sustainable going forward. Now, at the minute, I'm in the process of moving into my first house. So this is going to be the first series I'm going to do in my brand new YouTube setup. So yeah, I'm going to hold this one off so we start off with a nice big bang and plenty of content for you guys to see as well. And who knows, maybe an episode or two will even be streamed live as well. So in terms of the account, what's gone really well. So again, bronze hatchets, we mentioned a little bit earlier. That was a massive bump up for us to start with. To be able to sell those for such huge profit and to slow sell over time was a really good way to start the account off. Mithril arrow tips as well for smithing, very good. And again, there are some niche smithing items, especially in free to play, which go for an extortionate price. You just need to find them and make sure like you can capitalize on them as well. Slow sell things and do other stuff in the meantime. If that's one thing this account has hopefully shown you guys, is that we're always selling things while doing other stuff. And that's what you need to do to make such a good amount of GP over time in Runescape. Anyway, other things we've done incense sticks. Again, very good. Really was a fan of those and managed to sell them over mid-price because, again, very niche item, really good. Crafting, probably the best skill we did. So we did flax to start off. We did emerald jewelry. We did green dragon bodies. Again, crafting is such a good way to make some profit. And those emerald necklaces, I would estimate, probably made a quarter of that bond quite comfortably. The prices for them were quite normal as well. Sometimes, especially emerald necklaces, can spike quite hard. Very similar with emerald rings. Emerald rings can go up very high at times as well. So you could have made even more profit. But again, crafting, very clutch. And then magic as well. We have managed to train magic level up to 53. Very close to high alching. And that's probably something we'll tackle when we get into members as well. But bonus to bananas. Again, we managed to sell bananas at quite a high price at one point. Almost like double the price we should have gone for. Which really helps us get towards the bond and stuff. So, yeah, we've managed to try and be as diverse as possible. Try to show you guys as much money-making methods as possible. The only ones we didn't go through, really, was lesser necroplasm with necromancy. But I think that's going to be something we'll start off in members. And just because we can go past that level 20 set level anyway. But, yeah, one more time, really thankful for you guys for all the support, all the likes, all the comments and stuff. But just to wrap this video up, now is our time to go to hands, see how long it's taken to go and make all this GP, and to give it away to the bond. Now, the bond winner will be sort of edited over when I finally do it. I'll basically take a... Thank you guys so much for submitting all your answers about what time you think I've got this for. So we just need to go and find Hans now, who is definitely here trolling us and running around the Lumbridge Castle. So let's see how long this has taken us to get here. Now, my guess would be we're going to be looking at about 40 to 50 hours. Right, how old am I? Ooh, 3 days, 36 minutes, so 72 hours to go and make this bond, which I do think is, yeah, that's a lot more than what I'd wanted it to be. I think compared to last year, that's like a whole extra day. So we probably made about 1.5 mil per hour, and I do think this kind of makes sense in some ways because I do think that selling a couple of the items we haven't, apart from like the bones, bananas, and also the mithril arrowheads, we've not really found a lot which is capitalized on a very high price. And when we've done this before, things like gold bars, emerald necklaces, very high in price, so we had a massive margin. And where we made most of our margin is smithing, which is a very, very slow skill, and we did do quite a lot of AFK smithing while doing that. But either way, I just want to show you guys that if you wanted to put the time in, if you wanted to play through it as well, so many different methods for you guys to go and make money in free to play. Obviously, there's some more which I've not covered, which we'll cover in like money making videos in the future as well. But mostly, I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Thank you guys once again so much for all the love, the likes, the comments. This is my favourite series to do every year, and we'll definitely be doing it for a round 4 next year, and we'll wonder what kind of things are up in price and what money makers are around this time next year as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe if you've enjoyed any of the episodes or the series as well. It really does help me out. And I'll see you guys next time for when we jump into members.